Hey, what's up guys? So I went to Florida SuperCon this 4th of July weekend, and I wanted to share my experience with you guys. Back then I used to sit in the front row and record the panels and stuff like that, but I feel like I don't need to do that anymore. What I just wanted to do is just go out to these cons and have fun. I won't go over every single detail because then this video will be repetitive and long. So this is just basically my time at Florida SuperCon 2016. First thing first, driving to Miami is always a pleasant view on Alton Road on the way to the convention center. It shows you how beautiful this city is. If you're from Miami, you will know how bipolar the weather could be. One minute it's raining, then later it's sunny. Anyways, let's take a look at how beautiful Miami looks. And here's the convention center. On the first day, the doors open at noon, and there was a wait. And it was pretty suggested to come early to get your wristband and badges. In my case, I had a badge. I went as VIP, and it's something I feel someone should experience on his own. With that being SuperCon a 4-day event. After Friday, the other days the doors open at 10 a.m. Saturday, in my opinion, was the most busiest day since all the celebrity guests was there. I'll try to make my experience at SuperCon this year brief, but I honestly had a lot of fun. The cosplayers were awesome and are very unique. There was also some cool stuff to see. I gotta say this, I've been fanboying a lot on One Piece stuff. One Piece figures, One Piece clothes, One Piece cosplayers. I ended up buying these denim One Piece figures. I'll probably do an unpacking video for those in the future. There was shops on comics, manga, figures, art, games, retro games, cosplay stuff, swords, lightsabers, and so on. Just a lot of cool stuff. As far as panels, the convention organized and expanded the panels. In previous years at the Miami Beach Convention Center, I think it was 2 years ago, they started doing it at that place. They used to have just the rooms inside the convention, but it turned out to be still not enough room for all these events. This year, they rearranged the space for the ballrooms, and for the huge panels, they will take place on the main stage, which is on the Jackie Gleason Center. If you've never been to the Miami Beach Convention Center, the Jackie Gleason Center is next door to the convention, so it's a separate building for those panels, which I feel is great to have more room. To name a few panels I attended was Vic Mañana's Q&A. There was voice acting panels and many more. I also got to hang out with Steve Bloom and Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. Real cool peoples. For those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Samurai Champloo, and Steve Bloom voices Mugen from that series, so I had to get pictures and talk to dude, you know. Speaking of, might as well mention who I met. I met a lot of people. I mean, I might miss someone, but I'll just name some from the top of my head. I met Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger from Power Rangers. I actually met him a bunch of times in the past, but I met him at this con as well. I met some anime voice actors like Vic Mañana, Caitlin Glass, Damian Clark, Trina Nishihara. Oh yeah, I also met Dan Southworth. He does the voice of Virgil for Devil May Cry. He does other work, but he also does Power Rangers, and he plays Kenshi from Mortal Kombat. So that's cool. But I know him as Virgil. I took some pics with the Deadpool cast. Natalia Tena, she's from Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. Jessica Henwick, she's also from Game of Thrones, and I believe she's in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And a huge shout outs to Michaela Dietz from Steven Universe. She was awesome at the panels. There's probably more people I met, but it's too many to name. If you guys follow me on Twitter, just check out the pics there. They speak for itself. Another huge expansion at the convention was the second floor. The majority of it was the gaming area. There were some rooms that had some panels and some screening of movies, but the rest was just gaming. It was pretty cool. They even had a Twitch room, and I made a new friend who is also a comedian from the convention, Lisa Corral. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. She got her first experience on Twitch. I highly encourage her to sign up and hop on the game streaming life. There was lots of tournaments as well. There was Smash Bros, Street Fighter, you name it, they have it. What else? Oh yeah, there was a ball, a burlesque, a rave, all popping on Saturday night. Saturday night was the late night party night. We also had something like that on Friday, but I'll explain that right in a few. A huge benefit of having the VIP pass is that you're invited at the cocktail party, which takes place on Friday. This is where you get yourself a little good drink and just relax with good friends and make new friends as well. It's also a great opportunity to kick it with the celebs and share some good times. After everyone got a little liquor in them, we have karaoke night, and oh man, that was an awesome experience. I always look forward to these parties. It makes you feel like, hey, I'm having fun and partying with some celebs, and you actually see a other side of them that you never see, you know, publicly. So it's a cool experience. So overall, on the positive note, this SuperCon was very organized this year. Heck, even photo op was very organized this time. So that was a huge improvement on the SuperCon's behalf. I bumped into a lot of friends, folks I know from social media, classmates, and obviously new friends. Mad props. If I had to say something negative, I'll just say SuperCon was expensive. I'm not gonna lie. From food, from the vendors to the cons charging you for everything. In previous conventions, they'll at least let you get like some free pics with certain voice actors, but nah, they charge too. But I get it. In the end of the day, this is a business, and if you want a convention to have more guests, they have to invest more money to get those guests. I'm sure cons like Comic-Con is more expensive as well. So the best thing in my opinion to do is save up between, I don't know, like $300 to $500. Granted, you probably won't spend it all, but it's always good to have extra cash and avoid debit or credit cards in my opinion. Also, that money is also included for parking fees. If you want an all-day flat rate, it's gonna be about $15 to park. And there's also parking meters, but yeah, I think that's the only negative thing I could say, which is minor. So yeah, I highly encourage folks from South Florida to get into Florida SuperCon if you're into the whole comics, anime, movies, or anything into geek culture, you know. Words cannot express how much fun I had that weekend, but I ended up with a toast. I hope I was able to spark an interest, and who knows, maybe I'll see you guys at the future cons. Anyways, I think that's all I have for this video. If you guys like what you see or been to SuperCon, leave a like or comment on how your experience was, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to understand as much content as possible. So anyways, I am out. Peace.